Go. Hey. Hey! If I will be a springbok right now, I will probably not live very long. I can, through my eyes, show them my determination. But as soon as I play weak, or like a prey, then the instinct will trigger. They will chase me. That's exactly what they need to hunt for themselves later, in freedom. Showing my back would be quite dangerous in normal time, but they know what I mean being here. I'm not a prey, I'm not running, and I'm not really a threat because I'm moving away slowly. The spark of this project here was to help 4 orphans, cheetahs, while they actually lost their mother a bit too young. My duty, my job, was to replace, as far as I could, this mother, to make sure they can grow up and be strong here in order to hope any potential freedom later. You could think this is very usual to see, but even in Namibia nowadays, this has become very rare. Actually, 3/4 of Namibia is private lands owned by farmers, which have put kilometers of fences all around their property, and that reduced drastically the territory of wild animals. So today, you have to travel very far in the west corner of Namibia, where there are no humans at all, and that's the only place where you can actually meet free and wild animals. I really understand why Bushmen chose this place to take refuge from the heavy sunlight and heat of the day. I could spot a very interesting way for Bushmen to create and to communicate between each other, because Bushmen are nomadic people, And they have this incredible way of painting. And most of the time it's representation of animals and people. And here there is an incredible representation of a rhino. And rhinoceros are known to drink every day. So for them, it's a sign of water. And the way that the animals is drawn will show you the direction of the water. That's a way for them to communicate to other group of bushmen that will come here to really go straight for the water. This painting here is very unusual. You can see actually 5 men, and 4 of them are crawling. It seems that they are covered with something, maybe a skin. And that's the way they hunt, that's the way they approach and get very close to the animals, because their bow is very small and they can't really shoot from far. You can see the drawing of a kudu. And kudus are also very important because they are big animals. They are providing a lot of meat at once. And their skin also is huge, so they can make quite a few things with it. And that's a very good sign. That's a sign of meat, shelter, happiness. I didn't expect to find this kind of euphobia here. This one is called the Euphorbia damarana. Very toxic. It's got this milky poison inside. And the milk is actually used by the bushmen to poison the arrow for hunting. And this milk is so powerful that if you touch your skin, it will actually go deep inside and intoxicate you big time. Only rhinoceros will like them and will eat them. All the other animals will avoid it, and me the first one. There is an oryx over there. He probably spent most of his day under this tree while the sun was so hot. And now that it's cooling down, he's on his way to look for food. What a thrill to be here. Everything is so quiet. The sun is rising. Nature starts to wake up. It's the perfect time to go and see it. It's really full of tracks here. You can see a lot of wildlife came here during the night. You can see little shackle tracks, small beetles, big antelope, small ones. And there is one special spider I would love to see here. It's that famous white lady. So that would be the little entrance of the white lady hole, where she can bury herself about 20, 30 centimeters deep in the sand. So she would come out like a flash to be able to catch the little beetles, the little ants, whatever would come close by without seeing it. We can now clearly see the gallery. I'm almost there. Ooh, that's a big one. Here it's a very different environment. I just got to the door of the Namib Desert, the biggest sea dune in the world that actually will drop in the Atlantic Ocean. And here, the wildlife, from the smallest beetle to the oryx, managed to adapt themselves to survive in a place with no water, where you can really feel it's so dry. It's getting so hot now. We went from 5 degrees this morning within an hour, and it's about 30 degrees now. This magic place is called Dead Vley, which means dead marsh, because long time ago the dunes blocked the Tsochab River and the place dried out. This tree would be between 500 to 900 years old. It does look petrified, but it's because of the dry atmosphere here that it can't actually decompose. This lizard is called by the name of the man that discovered it, Fitzsimmons skink. And that lizard got rid of everything he didn't need to live here in the dunes, starting with his feet, his neck, even his eyes, because he doesn't need it while he's living under the sand. And he's so shiny, he looks like he's varnished, perfectly adapted to dive in the sand. There is a snake track. This track is heading right under this little bush. I guess That's what everyone does here in the desert, looking for shade. And there I see it. It's a little horned adder, quite venomous, but not deadly. If I would get stung by a horned adder, my tissue would get destroyed, and that would be quite a bad news for the rest of my trip, obviously. So I will try slowly to pull her out. Whoa. Oh, there is something here. That looks pretty much like a gecko spot. This is actually the perfect location here. These small dunes are permanently exposed to the wind, which makes the sand very hard enough not to collapse while he is digging. So this is the Namib dune gecko, also called the web-footed gecko, because of his palm feet, perfectly adapted to walk in the sand and to dig in the sand. Now I'm gonna let him go back. So I will dig a little bit first. So there we are on the west coast of Southern Africa, from the Namib Desert on the way to Damaraland. I get here on the coastline where seals colonies are huge because of the cold current of the Benguela, bringing so many foods, so many fishes, so much life around here. I'm now getting on the edge of the dry riverbed. I'm feeling quite happy because I know I'm getting closer and closer to the elephants. But I'm also driven by the adrenaline because I know lions are around and they probably will see me before I do. Thrilling. It's really incredible to see giraffes in such an environment. To see them walking in the sand makes them so graceful and totally unexpected. I'm definitely on the elephant tracks. I can see their droppings here. They're not very fresh, probably from last night. But it seems they're going right on the way to the riverbed, the Namib River. So they're probably looking for water. So I guess I just have to carry on that path and I will be able to spot them. Oh, these are real fresh tracks. It's quite beautiful, actually. You can see all the drawings below their foot, and I can obviously see their direction. They're heading that way. And it's almost like a digital print. Every elephant's got his own print. And I can see small tracks as well. So it means there would be a baby, probably with his mother. So I'm gonna be quiet and slow. all along the way, I kept on meeting different kind of animals. It's actually incredible that I could see so many of them. Being so close to these big elephants makes me feel like I'm the first man on planet Earth. Well, I just got onto fresh lion tracks. And they are very big. Apparently, it's only one male lion. And the size between two spores is really huge. So the lion was probably running towards, I'm not too sure what. Because I saw a vulture earlier flying, could be a kill. But they are so fresh that I really have to look around and be careful. Because this lion might be around. Any bushes, any trees that can provide shade, it could be under right now because it's getting really hot. Whew. I'm on the right track. I was actually hoping to find something like that when I saw the vulture, all these fresh tracks, and eventually I got close to this poor old oryx. His horns are quite thick at the base and very used to the tip. So that was his time, I guess. I really hope I don't end up like that. Everything is so quiet around here. All the sounds I could hear during the daytime have disappeared completely. I kind of feel lonely.
Muy bueno.
Really expect to see giraffes here in this open plain where there are no trees. She's going from one riverbed to the other riverbed to actually look for food and water. Yeah, giraffes are really amazing animals. They are really adapted to this kind of environment here. Hi, I'm Oliver.
My name is Philip.
I'm really glad to meet you. I've been looking for you for ages.
You're very welcome to come with me. There are a couple of lions not far from here, and I'm about to go and see them, so you're very welcome to come along. People that support the Lion Project sponsor by buying a radio collar. It's on top of the lion, and I mean, it's incredible. See that antenna up there is mounted very high. I can do my work and updates like this. Without this, you will never find them. The telemetry and the car, the two most important things. This side of the car. The lions know the car and they trust it. They don't know me, but they know my car. I make a lot of recordings of the lions, and then I use that to get them to come to me. One switch.
Wow.
Never go. You can't leave now. You leave. You come back, everything is changed. The 5 cubs, when they were that big, literally they were like 4 weeks old. And I was with the females. And then in the late afternoon, they go and they leave the cubs with me.
Really?
And they go hunting.
That's trust.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I tell you, I cried.
So you
Because it was like I was part of the family. Now that was to me one of the most amazing experiences I've had.
What is the future of these desert lions?
I think the future is very good. For probably the main reason is that they are such survivors. They can survive here, they don't drink water. They can live here in the most extreme conditions. And whatever people as a human race can throw at them to try and destroy them, I think they can still survive all of that. Because if they can survive here, it's the most extreme. Nothing can survive here, and they do well, so I have good hope for them. I really do. It's not very comfortable, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Really? Okay. Did you pick up any signal?
Yeah, I just picked up a signal of a group of lions that I've been looking for a while. It's the floodplain pride, and they're about 2 kilometers in that direction. So hopefully we can go and find them now.
Very good. Just wait a little bit to have better visual, and then we'll try to get slowly closer. Well, he seems to really know what he's doing.
I try to observe them without them even knowing I'm there. They know I'm there, but they mustn't be stressed by the fact that I'm there. We all thought that the desert lions had gone extinct by the late 1980s. A few years later, people started picking up tracks of lions in the desert. What had happened is that a small population of them survived in the mountains where nobody could get to. They basically survived that whole difficult time. The population of lions that live in the desert is about 150. And of those 150, I have 38 lions with collars, telemetry collars.